What's up, guys? I'm DeQwan Young, and today we present 5 NFL running backs that will be in the Hall of Fame and 5 that won't. And a big shout out to Dez the Savage for suggesting this video. So, it's not easy for today's NFL running back to sustain excellence for long periods of time. We've seen Frank Gore continue to do it, and LaDainian Tomlinson before him, but only a few names come to mind after that. And that's because defenses are better designed today to stop running backs. And on top of that, running backs are more injury prone than ever before, with the bulk of them slowing down by the time they enter their 30s. Some NFL running backs have done just enough to punch a ticket to Canton. But on the other hand, there are 5 veteran running backs who are gonna fall short. Number 5, LeSean McCoy. Even on a horrible Buffalo Bills team, the perennial Pro Bowler just keeps on putting up some of the most impressive running back seasons we've ever witnessed. The 2013 league rushing champion has 6 1,000-yard seasons on his resume. And even as he enters his 30s, there aren't many signs of McCoy slowing down. He's been a force as a pass catcher in the backfield as well, with over 3,300 career receiving yards. It'd be a shock if McCoy didn't wind up in the Hall of Fame. He's been excellent for a decade now. 2 or 3 more productive seasons should seal the deal. Number 5, LeGarrette Blount. The 3-time Super Bowl champion was a late bloomer, if you will. After a strong rookie season with the Bucs in 2010, Blount found a little success with the Patriots from 2013 to 16. But he's never been elected to a Pro Bowl, and he only has 2 1,000-yard seasons on his resume. And he doesn't have all that many career touchdowns either. Blount has been a good power back, but don't let the 3 Super Bowl rings fool you. He's not going to come anywhere close to the Hall of Fame. Number 4, Ezekiel Elliott. The Dallas Cowboys may be a mediocre team, but they at least own one of the league's best running backs in Zeke. He's only played 3 years in the NFL, but we've seen more than enough to call him a future Hall of Famer. Elliott plays behind one of the league's best offensive lines, so we know he won't lose that production for as long as he's healthy. He also won the rushing title in 2016 and could have won it again in 2017 if he weren't suspended for 6 games. He's a world-class running back with slick cuts, incredible agility, and game-changing speed. It's not crazy to think he'll win an MVP award down the road also, and more rushing titles, definitely. We're highly confident Elliott will join Tony Dorsett and Emmitt Smith on this list of legendary Cowboys running backs in the Hall of Fame. Number 4, David Johnson. David Johnson followed up a decent rookie year with a monster campaign in 2016. He had 1,239 rushing yards, 879 receiving yards, and 20 total touchdowns. Impressive. Unfortunately, Johnson missed all but 1 game in 2017 because of a wrist injury. And 2018 was a lost year for Johnson because the Cardinals are horrible and in the process of beginning a massive rebuilding project. 2019 will mark Johnson's age 27 season, and if history suggests anything, he'll start slowing down by age 30, and that gives him only a handful of years left. So don't let that 2016 season fool you. Johnson is not going to the Hall of Fame. Not gonna happen. Number 3, Todd Gurley. Consider it one of those you had me at hello moments. Gurley is still very young and has plenty of prime years ahead of him, but we've seen enough to call him a future Hall of Famer. Double-digit touchdowns in 3 of his first 4 seasons, and Offensive Rookie and Offensive Player of the Year awards? Yeah, Gurley is the best do-it-all running back in football right now. And with Jared Goff running an offensive machine in LA, Gurley will be in good company for many years. This Rams star has a great chance to finish top 3 all time in probably most rushing categories. So don't call us crazy for already putting Gurley here. We know he'll make it. Number 3, Le'Veon Bell. Maybe he's the most dominant all-around running back in the NFL, but Le'Veon Bell is doing a great job of ensuring he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. Bell sat out 2018 because of a contract dispute with the Steelers, and because he was worried about receiving too much of a workload, thus risking injury and potentially losing out on a big free agent contract. He's been good for a few years, but we highly doubt he even reaches 10,000 career yards, and the MVP awards aren't happening, so 5 or so great years won't be enough for the Hall of Fame committee. Sorry, Mr. Bell, no Hall for you. Number 2, Frank Gore. In his mid-30s and still getting it done. Gore sits 4th all-time in rushing yards, and he has a chance of reaching 15,000 yards before his career ends. The 5-time Pro Bowler has dazzled with his punishing power and his relentless workhorse attitude. Gore has 9 1,000-yard seasons on his resume, and he's displayed more longevity than any running back of this century. He's a virtual lock to get in at this point, so what more can Canton ask Gore to do? Number 2, Jamaal Charles. If injuries hadn't plagued him in 2011, 15, and 16, Charles would have had a better shot at reaching Canton. Unfortunately, knee injuries quickly piled up and derailed Charles' career. The 4-time Pro Bowler was the heart and soul of the Kansas City Chiefs for almost a decade. He had 5 1,000-yard seasons and led them to the playoffs in 2010 and 2013. But ACL injuries ruined a large chunk of Charles' career, and he was never able to get back on track. He only had a few great years, and that's just not enough to get into the Hall of Fame. Number 1, Adrian Peterson. AP has been the best running back in the NFL since he broke into the league back in 2007, and he's been the prime example of consistency and longevity. And he's still performing at an incredible level in his 30s. A 7-time Pro Bowler, Peterson won the 2012 NFL MVP award and has led the league in rushing yards 3 times. And he sits top 10 all time in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Peterson is arguably one of the top 5 running backs in history. And don't forget, he almost broke Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing record. Outside of quarterbacks, perhaps no player in the NFL is a bigger lock for Canton than Peterson. Number 1, Marshawn Lynch. Beast Mode performed like a Hall of Famer during his years with the Seattle Seahawks. The problem is that Lynch wasn't great over a long stretch compared to guys like Peterson and Frank Gore. Lynch sat out the 2016 season due to retirement, then decided to join the Raiders in 17 and 18. Skittles didn't do a whole lot there, certainly nothing to help his Hall of Fame case either. Yes, he's a 5-time Pro Bowler and won Super Bowl 48 with the Seahawks, but injuries in his later years and inconsistent production in Oakland won't help his case. And we just don't think Money Lynch will make it, but it's really a toss-up. Which other running backs will be in the Hall of Fame and which ones won't? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time. My knee.